Why are you so tense, god damn it?
Because I don't know what I'm doing!
Calm down.
Oh, man. We gotta crack one open for this. We gotta crack one open. Oh, man, this is celebratory. Let's get a nice hiss in here. Oh. Oh, somebody has a problem. His name ain't Philly Kuts. His name is Adrien Broner. Oh, Adrien. Oh, Adrien. You know, after the Paulie Malignaggi fight, I did give you the victory in my review. However, there were some caveats that were addressed in that review that I rendered and in that fight. A big one was that I felt you were very exposed by Paulie Malignaggi in that fight. You were severely exposed due to your inactivity in that fight, your attempts to emulate Floyd Mayweather, the wizard of defense, the master of defense. You just need to learn to punch a little bit more, sir. Because after tonight's fight against Marcos Maidana, Adrien the Problem Broner goes to 27-1. That's right, people. That's right. Marcos Maidana wins a unanimous decision. Here is the scorecard: 115, 110, 116, 109, and 117, 109. That's probably the verdict I would have given, 117, 109. Broner just got his ass beat. He got his ass beat. He got outclassed. He got outmatched. And it was a vicious fight. Both of these guys really went at each other. And there were some hijinks and some point deductions. And just Adrien Broner did not come out looking good. And I think that Paulie Malignaggi, I give him a lot of credit because he really exposed this man, and playbooks now can be based upon that fight. And I think that that's what Maidana did. He just came at Adrien Broner. Hard charging, relentless pursuit, in your face boxing. Outpunched this man. Okay, here are the punch stats to give you an illustration or to put a picture in your mind. Maidana out through Broner 964 to 400. Okay? He relentlessly attacked the body. He landed 101 body shots. And he landed 231 power punches to Broner's 122. Broner just didn't know what hit him. You know, and even from the beginning of the fight in round one, Broner was not looking good. He got hurt. And, you know, his response to getting hurt, instead of taking things seriously, there was a moment in the fight where he was able to kind of twist around Maidana and got behind him, and he started, like, gyrating and doing a sexual motion. He was humping him. Explicit, like rated X. So I'm sure that heated Maidana up, you know, quite good. And then in the beginning of round two, 20 seconds in, he gets hit. Broner does. By a thunderous left hook, sends him to the canvas. Unreal. So then, you know, for a lot of the fight, you know, these guys are tying each other up, mostly Broner, because he's getting his ass kicked. All right. And in round 8, the left hook hits him again. Floors him again. And Broner, you know, he's trying to emulate Floyd Mayweather. You know, he's getting up against the ropes and he's trying to elude Maidana. I can't say his name. Help me out. And he's trying to do, you know, the trademark, you know, shoulder rolls that Mayweather does. Listen to me, Broner. You know, you are no Floyd Mayweather. And this fight has amply exposed that fact. You are not Floyd Mayweather. You try to talk like Floyd. You try to dress like Floyd. You try to act like Floyd. You try to box like Floyd, but you just don't have the skills. You don't have the skills, at least not yet. I know you're 23. I know you're young, but you know, the major difference, and I mentioned this in the Malignaggi review, Broner Malignaggi review, is that I think that Floyd plays a persona, you know, and he can shut it off. You know, that braggadocio, you know, braggart, you know, ultra-confident jerk. You know, Floyd plays the character that everybody loves to hate, including myself, but I give the man, you know, his all due respect for his skills because he is so good. But you, sir, Mr. Broner, you don't know when to shut it off. And I think that it's you. You're just a fool. You're just an idiot. You're a jerk. And, you know, sometimes you're not very smart, such as in this fight and the way you acted before this fight, saying that Maidana's going to be easy work. No way. No way. How could you say that he's going to be easy work when he has a record of 35-30 with 31 KOs? All right? This is not Paulie Malignaggi, okay? All due respect to Paulie. I love Paulie. I like watching his fights. But in terms of power and KO potential, this was no Paulie Malignaggi. And you can't do that inactive, no-punch boxing with this guy. So anyway, back to the story. 8th round, right? Dana gets the knockout, and then there was like a severe, you know, they tied up again, and then while Broner was clinching Maidana, he kind of moved his head up really quick, got Broner with a severe headbutt under the chin. And Broner really tried to milk that he got injured. I mean, he was just milking that, trying to, you know, get the fight stopped, which it was for about like 3 minutes, and there was like severe booing, which was totally justified by the crowd down in San Antonio. I'll give Broner that. I'll give Broner credit for that he fights outside of, like, you know, Vegas and stuff, which Floyd never does. So, you know, he milked that injury, you know, to try to regain and compose himself. And it just didn't work. It just didn't work. And you know, for the rest of the fight, Maidana just dominated. Just continued to dominate. At the end of the 11th round, clearly after the bell, Broner tries to sock Maidana. He did. It was well after the bell. You know, just cheap garbage stuff. And is there any wonder why so many people hate this guy? Like, so many people think that Adrien the Problem Broner is just a punk. And he got punked. Today he got punked. He got punked so bad that after the judges' decisions came in, he ran. He ran out the ring. I'm not even kidding you. Ran out the ring. People started throwing stuff at him. The guy ran out of the ring like a child. Like a baby that couldn't handle it. Like a kid. Couldn't handle the pressure. Couldn't handle the heat of the kitchen. Hey, man, you know, you do all that talking, you do all that. Gotta take the heat, brother. And he ran. He ran like a little baby. And he loses his WBA welterweight title after defending it one time. So what does that say? I mean, and that's the problem that I have with boxing, where you have these guys that have, you know, Broner coming into this fight, he has the 27-0 record, but then you wonder, like, who did he really fight? And there's so many boxers like that. Another guy that comes to mind for me is Golovkin, right? You know, he has this awesome record, awesome KOs, but then you look at it and it's like, well, who did he really fight, right? You know, and that seems to be like the thing now. It's like everybody, you have all these guys with these incredible records, but nobody's really, you know, fighting each other. So you get Broner, who finally fights someone. I mean, Paulie Malignaggi aside, who finally fights someone who has, you know, some sort of name, you know, and some sort of danger to him, especially with the power. And look at what happens. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And, you know, the guy's really young. I think he could turn it around. You know, he's only 23 years old. It's not going to be the end of the world, hopefully. But judging by the reaction of him running out of the ring, definitely hurt the guy. He's definitely, you know, blew his mind. It blew his mind. I don't know, you know, running out of the ring. And anyway, but it's par for the course, you know. I think of Adrien Broner, and I remember about a year ago, I forget who it was that he was fighting, and it was to defend a belt. It was to defend a belt, and it ended up getting forfeited by Broner because he couldn't make weight. And the guy had such disrespect for the title, and it was so meaningless to him that he was tweeting pictures of Twinkies, man. That's right. He was tweeting pictures of Twinkies to ridicule the other boxer, as if to be like, I don't give a shit. Just depressing. But it is a happy time, because for the Broner haters, the man just paid his due. All right, guys, it's Philly Kuts with another boxing review. Peace.